right, everybody. So for the last method of kind of like bringing the text onto the screen in an animated way, and don't mind this tiny little piece of crap that's here. I was just trying to continue basically this Columbia Ballroom thing used to intersect here, and so to cut it out and to make it better, I had to recreate a dumb pizza handle. It's not very well done, but just try to avert your eyes for a period of time. So in this tutorial, I'm going to really talk about how to make this text look like it's typed on the screen. This is going to come in handy for instances where you want the text to look typed. So in something like a search bar would make a lot of sense. Or if you want emphasis on the typing itself, this is actually your animation. So there is an effect that can be used for this. There's also programming languages you can put in called expressions that could do this work, but it's actually much easier to do it in what I'd call not the old-fashioned way, but this kind of basic way. So the first thing I need to do, because in typing each letter comes out individually, so the first thing I need to do is to almost separate this type into letters. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to open up my properties here in my Columbia Ballroom tool, and then I'm going to open up should I do today? Yeah, I'm going to go into animate, and then I'm going to go character offset. So what that's going to do is it's going to say I want to animate each character independently. So I do character offset, and you can see here now I've got animator 1. So animator 1 is going to be telling the computer, hey, perform this animation that's within this animator only to specific characters. So within here I have what's called a range selector. And like you've seen before, I have a start and an end tool. So much like with the script font and with drawing the text onto the screen, once again, I have a start and an end tool, and it's probably going to be animating the end property. So what I have to do, though, is I do have to say, hey, what do I want to animate? And what I want to animate in here, I'm going to animate property, and I want to animate opacity because I want to make it appear. So I'm going to say animate opacity. So now I've got my opacity, and I want to go opacity, I think 0. We'll try that first. So opacity 0, and we'll see it completely, of course, makes it completely transparent. And now, if I do, yeah, so you can see if I animate the endpoint all the way back to the beginning to 0, you can see that the type comes on. Now it's fading a little bit, and that's a problem, so we'll fix that up in just a second. But the key is to go into that add property and opacity. Opacity is what we want here. So we go into start, and we're going to say, instead of saying 0, there we go, there's what we want. We want to animate from 0 to 100. So we're going to start at 0, click start, go a little bit farther, go to 100, and lo and behold, just like if we were typing. Oh, it's going way too fast though. That doesn't look like typing at all. Let me just space that out. Good. Now you'll notice that it's fading. We don't want it to fade. Like almost the letters fade on, and that's a problem. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into our settings. So under my animator 1, I've got my range selector, and then I have a thing that says advanced. So don't get scared. I'm going to drop down the advanced. We're going to go to smoothness and turn smoothness all the way down to 0. And what that's going to tell it is it's either at 100% opacity or 0 opacity. So now if I play this one more time, you'll see it comes on letter by letter. So now I've got this beautiful animation with all these dumb text effects. And that's what I want you to do this week, is to create some text effects. So type some on, draw some out, make some appear from behind masks, and go to town.